This is an 1857 Zenith, model Z3004R. It uses the 17Z22Q chassis. It was introduced in the fall of 1956 as the world's first television receiver to incorporate the practical wireless remote control known as the Space Commander. This particular set has the Space Commander and is 100% original and restored to 100% working condition. Seen in the center top of the receiver is the Space Command 200 remote control. In the holster, sitting in between the two microphones. Actually, the microphone on the left is a microphone, and on the right looks like a microphone, but it's only a dummy just to keep the TV looking symmetrically complete. Now, the Space Command 200 was a simple remote control. It only would tune channels and mute the sound. All other functions were controlled at the TV itself. And looking to the left of the receiver, we see the channel selector, followed by the vertical and horizontal hold controls. Looking to the right side, we see the contrast, brightness, and the on-off volume switch. This set is of the Super Royal series, as seen in the center of the bezel. And now for a demonstration.
Gleason, the Honeymooners, with the stars Art Carney, Audrey Meadows, and Joyce Randolph.
And now back to Herb Norris and the $99,000 answer. The show that gives away $99,000! Now, Mr. Parker, you've successfully gone over the $24,750 hurdle, and now it's time for you to make up your mind whether you're willing to go for the $49,500 question.
I am, Mr. Norris.
You mean you want to go ahead? Good. I wish you luck, Mr. Parker. Now, remember, if you complete the $49,500 answer, you're entitled to come back next week and decide if you want to go for the really big money, the $99,000 answer. Are you ready, sir?
I'm ready, Mr. Norris.
Very well. Now, this question for your $49,500 answer was prepared by an expert in the field of banking and finance, Professor Walter Newman. Your question has to do with something you see and handle every day, a dollar bill. Now, disregarding the serial number, tell me how many times the figure 1 appears on a dollar bill, either in numeral form or spelled out. You have 10 seconds to give the $49,500 answer. Time's up, Mr. Parker. What is your answer?
The answer is 25.
That's correct for the first part. Now, tell me how many times the word 1 appears and how many times the numeral 1 appears.
Well, the word 1 appears 16 times and the numeral 9 times.
You're absolutely right. Mr. Parker, you have just won yourself $49,500 of those dollar bills, And now you know you'll have the opportunity to come back and visit with us next week and decide whether you want to go for the 99,000. All right?
That's fine.
Congratulations, sir, and good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir. And now, who is our next guest, please?
Herb, here's our next guest from Brooklyn, New York, Mr. Ralph Cramden.
How do you do, Mr. Hamden? Now, there's nothing for you to be nervous about. Just relax. We're all your friends, and I'm trying to help you. Just relax and take it easy. It's really a pleasure shaking hands with you, Mr. Cramden. That's fine. Thank you very much. Now, tell me, sir, what do you do for a living?
I bribe a dust.
You bribe a dust?
A dust a bribe.
That's a bribe. Oh, I see. You're a bus driver. Is that it?
Yes.
Well, now, there's nothing for you to be nervous about, Mr. Cramden. Just relax and take it easy, and you'll get along a lot better. Now, tell me, sir, are you married?
Yes.
You're married. And what is your wife's name?
Mrs. Cramden.
Well, that's fine. Now, her first name, I meant.
Her? Who?
Oh, Herb.
Alice.
Alice Cramden, uh-huh. Now, I believe the announcer said you are from Brooklyn. Have you lived in Brooklyn all your life, sir?
My mother and father, they were there. I guess.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Cramden. You know, I have a great deal of respect for bus drivers. It's always amazed me how you fellows who have this tremendous responsibility and the tremendous number of people that you have to deal with and the big machine, how you manage to remain so courteous and kind and considerate all the time.
Yes, sir.
Well, of course, there are exceptions. For example, the other day I was standing on Madison Avenue in the rain waiting for a bus, and as this bus driver bore down on me, I signaled for him to stop. And you know, instead of stopping, he went right by, went through a puddle and splashed mud all over me. Was that you? Mr. Cramden, I sure hope you win some money tonight because I've got a cleaning bill for you. And you know, now it's time for you to select a category. And I want you to be very careful in selecting this category because all the questions you'll be asked come from this one category. So take your time and make up your mind what your selection is going to be.
Popular songs.
Popular songs. Very good, sir.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Herb, but our time is up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Cramden. We seem to have run out of time, but we'd like you to come back next week and try for the first hurdle on the way to the $99,000 answer. Can you be with us?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cramden, and good night, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, no, Mr. Cramden. No. This way. Good night, Mr. Cramden. Good night. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night.
I'm home. Oh, I could hardly wait till he got home. Hey, Ralph looked wonderful on television.
Oh, Trixie was so excited.
Oh, I'll bet. Isn't Ralph here?
No, he decided to stay downstairs. He's waiting for people to go by and recognize him.
You can recognize him at this hour. Alice, it's dark out.
Oh, he thought of that. Look, there he is, standing under the streetlight with his hat off.
Well, on second thought, I don't know if I'd act any different. You know, if I were in his place, because, gee, if I were on a big television show and seen by millions of people.
Oh, listen, Trixie, don't get me wrong. I'm very proud that Ralph is on this show.
Yeah.
Only thing is, I know Ralph. You know that way he has of steaming himself up and getting over-enthused? You know, he's apt to build himself way up to a letdown, and then he'll just feel miserable.
Yeah. But, Alice, just between us, hint to Ralph always to face the camera. Because when he turns profile, brother, he's the biggest thing on television.
Say, Trix, what about Ed? Did he see the show?
Oh, yeah, he watched it with the boys down at the bowling alley. Look, I bet he'll stop in here to see Ralph on his way upstairs, but I got to get up there now. Look, I'll see you in the morning, huh, honey?
All right, night.
Bye.